Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is a top 12, top 15 quarterback in the NFL, right? Under Kyle Shanahan, he was MVP. Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback, period, in the NFL, right? Prior to Matt LaFleur getting there was a lot of talk about, hey, he's downhill. He's over. He needs to be looking towards retirement. He's not as good as what he once was. 2 years after being with Matt LaFleur, he's an MVP, right? So the system elevates whatever the quarterback it already is, right? So you take a Kirk Cousins, who's a middling quarterback. When he's a free agent, he's like, oh snap, this might be a top 8 type guy, right? Kirk Cousins is not, compared to all the quarterbacks in the league, he's not overly talented, right? But whenever he's involved in that system, either whether it be under Kyle Shanahan or under Sean McVay, he looks like a top 8 type quarterback, right? Even what he's doing with Gary Kubiak, sometimes he comes out as a top 8, top 7 type quarterback. So
I was almost ready to be like, I may see what Christian's talking about with Kyle Shanahan, because I was under the disbelief that I didn't believe in Trey Lance, because I feel like most of his work was done on the ground using his legs. Yeah. And I don't even think he had think he had rushed for anything in his first preseason game. I was like, okay, he got the ability to stand in the pocket and sling it, I see. But is that him, or is that Kyle Shanahan drawing it up so he don't have to, and he took 4 sacks. Some of those are just the offensive line getting beat. But yeah, so I guess, yeah, I'll keep watching. So you're saying he shouldn't be starting this season? He needs to tone it up and get better.
I say he needs to wait for a little bit, probably half the season at least. But also too, man, as long as Jimmy G is healthy, these guys will win games. Yeah. Jimmy G is not terrible to where he'll lose them games. As long as he's healthy, they'll win games. His only issue has been his health. Yeah, I don't see him being ready week 1 to lead these guys to victory. I think he could, because Kyle Shanahan set it up, but I think Jimmy G is the safer choice for them for right now. At some point, though, we all saw the talent. It's there, no doubt, right? It just needs to get refined. So if I had to rank the quarterbacks, I'm gonna go up, from 5 to 1. The number 4 quarterback would be Justin Fields. So I would disagree with Sean Hart's take there about Justin Fields. In the middle of the game, I'm watching it. I'm on the phone. I call you, Elwood. I'm like, man, what is Matt Nagy doing? He's not making this guy look great. What is he doing?
Here's another. I'm just saying it so it don't slip. So you got Justin Fields at 4. Mm-hmm. When we was talking this past week, talking about Matt Nagy and the Chicago Bears, I was thinking about Justin Fields possibly being in another Deshaun Watson situation where he has to overcome the Bill O'Briens of the world. Mm-hmm. Even though I know you don't agree with the Bill O'Brien take, but for reference of how
no. I hate that for him, man, because he's gonna have to overcome the incompetence of his head coach. But I feel as though Justin Fields is a more talented, better passer than Mitch Trubisky was, so he'll have a better tool to work with. So hopefully he can more so kind of put Justin in a position to be successful.
Yeah. Justin Fields is definitely more talented than Mr. Trubisky. That's no doubt. His running ability, like you said, Edward, is very, very. It is up there with the.
It was beautiful.
4-4-1.
Yeah. It's up there with the Lamars. It's up there with the Deshaun's. It's up.
You go.
I was just saying that if they were to start him week 1, which I think they could actually, I don't think that it's a situation where like with the 49ers. I think the gap between his flaws and what he's not able to do within the regular mundane down to down stuff. I don't think that the splash that he can bring that Andy Dalton can. I don't think that it cost him as much. I think it'll be about even. So I think that the Bears could start him week 1 if they wanted to. But after going back and looking at the game again and looking at the other 3 quarterbacks who are above him, in the regular, shotgun, get the snap, make a pre-snap read, get the ball out, to somebody real quick on a quick concept. He struggled early on, and when I say struggled, I kept thinking like, hey man, Matt Nagy's not drawing something up for him, so he can be successful, right? Which we saw this stuff later on, right, where he did the Kyle Shanahan play with the tight end wide open, and all that stuff. But these other quarterbacks before him, all they had was the mundane stuff. They didn't have all the other, great plays, and they were able to execute the mundane stuff, right? They were able to execute, hey, here we go. We're going double slants, we're going stick route. Hey, we might get a dagger here, bam, 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 right? Just all day one install stuff. These guys were executing on that stuff. He wasn't. He wasn't able to execute on it unless he scrambled outside the pocket or there was a play action shot play that was drawn up. So because of that, I'm like, hey, maybe this is evidence of why teams started passing up on him, right? Because they saw something that maybe, a lot of us didn't, not going through, going through everything to see, hey, on these little things that we need him to do, 25 times a game. Yeah, he can give us those 5 great plays. This is almost the same thing I can say about
I was just about to say,
right? Hey, those mundane things that we need done on, if he's dropping back 30 times, 25 times a game, we just need him to do A to B, A to B, A to B, A to B. We can go A to Z on five of those plays. That's fine. But the other 25, I need A to B, and he's not being able to do that. So, so that we'll see. He has, like Deshaun Watson, though, he has ridiculous talent that maybe those 5 plays just overcome all the other stuff that he can't, that he struggles with doing. I'm saying he can't do, that he struggles with doing, right? So, so we'll see. But from the other 3 guys, the mundane things that they were asked to do, they did well, right? If I had to rank, the rest of them, I would put Trevor Lawrence as number 3 as far as his execution of everything. Going through, and actually later on this week, you guys can check out. I actually did a video breaking down every play from Trevor Lawrence during his preseason game. But he seemed nervous. Go ahead.
So I don't know if we want to categorize it as nervousness, but when I was watching him play, it's like, okay, I see he has the framework, he has the body type to be a quarterback, and he's tall, has the length. It's like when he was dropping back, it's just like I feel like his mechanics wasn't fully there. Like I seen a lot of throws, it's like, yo, he throwing off the back foot. Like why he's not stepping through? Like I get it, you tall and you long, so you could just flicker the wrist and get it there. But like I didn't see like fundamental like getting it there. I was like,
and the thing is
that something or is that nothing?
I think it is something. Again, I'm not a QB guru, so I can't really speak too much.
Be critical of him. Oh, yo, Jackson.
Hey, Izzo, he put him at 3. I think that's as critical as
No. I'm being critical of him, but I'm saying I can't tell you exactly. I'm being critical of him, but I can't tell you exactly what he did wrong. Even in looking at his launching point and how he was kind of skittish in the pocket and all that stuff.
It was just like
both sacks that he took.
It was lackluster.
Yeah. He was luster. Even like after the plays, when plays didn't go well. You just kind of looked and saw like a look of dejection on his face, and
it's like he can't just be good for the Jaguars. He has to be the leader for the Jaguars.
He has to be the guy, right? There's so much riding on him, and he may feel that. That's probably why he's not used to that. Hey, at Clemson, a bunch of people getting drafted, with him, right? So he comes to the Jags, a team that was 1-15 for a reason last year. New head coach into this, so hey, we'll see what happens with him, with the Saints. The good thing that we've heard all camp from him, though, is whenever he's had a bad day of practice, he's come out the next few days and been great. He didn't have a great game. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. I actually left the game more inspired and hopeful for, okay, yeah, there's a lot good here. I see why he was pick number one. There's a lot great here. Even with him messing up, right? The difference between him and a Gardner Minshew is his bag can look okay, and then he's able to do, the 52-yard bomb to Marvin Jones that Gardner Minshew can't do, right? So he's able to make stuff. So there's a lot of great stuff there, but I think he's not as ready-made as he was made out to be.